Hello, everybody. We're back. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. I had to. I had to play another day. So last time, we did the case for Mukuro Ikosama. She would confirm dead? I think? I don't know, we'll find out more today. We did the class trial. We found the bad end, which we're not gonna talk about, because if we talk about it, we owe Hiro like a lot of money. But we're not gonna talk about we're not gonna talk about the bad ending. But we got found guilty even though we didn't kill anybody, and we got thrown down into the trash. Yay! Trash! And then Kirigiri came down, and she told us she's the ultimate detective, and yeah, and her dad's the principal, and that there's another ultimate despair, and we gotta go find them, and first we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of the trash. Group of people who caused the tragedy. Oh yeah, we're also pretty sure the ultimate despairs, whatever, caused the tragedy. Same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most despicable, awful group of people ever. That's the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. I mean, yes and no. But right now...
Anyway...
Right. We have to get out of this horrible place. I agree, please. I got the rest of the story come after that. Yeah, you're right. Alright, you have the key, right? You have the magic key. Rattle. It's locked, but we have a way to open it. Okay, Gary! Time to open the door! Okay, Gary, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you can get from that you got from the headmaster's office?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolute vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. Then we should be able to use it on the door, right? Hey Gary, can we use the key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Got the key. Mongoose and sudden to the end. Oh, thank goodness! Yay, it opened!
Indeed.
Now we have to get out of here, let's go. Sounds good! Quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Freedom! How are we gonna hide that I'm here? Like, Monokuma's gonna see me immediately on the cameras and immediately try to kill me again, right? Unless maybe we can find a way to sneak me onto the second floor, like have someone distract and I go to the second floor of the dorms. Finally. We're finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6. The ultimate pain, the ultimate suffering, the ultimate despair, the ultimate death. Ooh. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. There's a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started to climb the ladder, intent on reading the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. Couldn't even imagine where it ended. How did we survive that fall? Look, I know you say you don't really have good luck, But you definitely have something, buddy. You got something. We climbed in the darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. No idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yep. Yeah, I'll be careful. Now that you say that, I'm getting kind of nervous. This is the same thing about, like, you don't say don't look down if, like, you're scared of heights. You just don't acknowledge it, and then you won't have a problem. Maybe talking will keep my mind off it. So, Kikiri, there's something I want to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I could remember. I came from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family always seen it that way. Then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family's tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. Conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family's creed, and we do it what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I looked up info about the school, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I revealed myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, is it that how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I have absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Then why? Huh? But you'll be reuniting after all these years, right? Wouldn't you have much to talk about?
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Ooh. Why? Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died. He simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family's name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kirigiri on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that. What she might be feeling. All I could tell was the complete, compared to her usual self, she was more talkative, more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
there's one thing I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind, like I said. I think it was a good thing.
However...
But the rest of my family looked at me. They saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. I doubt that. But your family, to cut him out like that?
Wrong.
Our only connection through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart, by soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really not to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not heart. Not by heart or soul. I was shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. After that, I didn't know how long. We finally reached the top. Victory! Hopefully we can get out. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember, the hatch is on the ground near the trap. Oh, that's where we are? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open no trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. Hatch opened with ease, and so... Looks like we're back.
Whew.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. How did we survive? Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kirigiri, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was returning the favor. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried. Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then, let's just get a certain answer, huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem. No, let's not. Let's not do that. Let's not. I don't want to go through execution again, thank you very much. But that's...
However,
we try to hide. It's only a matter of time till we're found out. And that's not like it's not like we could run away. She said that, she pointed at the nearby security camera, yeah. So you're saying rather than stress over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. You think you're going... What you think is going to happen isn't. I'm not gonna get re-executed.
because
Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. You keep saying that. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What do you mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment. Totally give up now. Yeah. There was a moment when the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
right.
We talked to Monokuma, we can confirm it. Okay, as long as I don't get executed again. Or you get executed again. And it's better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiation. Yeah, probably. I'm a little uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we? Let's go talk to the bear.
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Yay! To the gym we go! Where's everybody else? Oh, it's nighttime. They're probably in their rooms. Alright. Let's go see what kind of mood Monokuma's in. Hopefully Kirigiri has something up her sleeve. Will stop me from being executed.
Well now, well now, well now, well now.
Hey, 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 hey! Kirigiri, I don't mind so much.
I don't believe it!
But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? Would you believe that I am a ghost? No, the only one who'd believe that is Hiro. It's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are you really gonna be okay? You're supposed to be punished. Did Kirigiri help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
Shing!
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. But I didn't kill anybody. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule.
You're making me angry!
So now, I gotta punish you again. And this time, I won't leave anything to chance. Gary,
Right.
do whatever you feel you have to. Excuse you! What?
However,
Before you do, let me just say one thing.
now, if
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh?
Huh? I lose?
Hey!
You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up the last class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted to execute me. You wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I suppose I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened, and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto was chosen to... Words. But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. As a result, the trial wasn't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one would protect another's life like that.
Right.
We're gonna just skip over the part that I chose the other option first and never talk about it again. In response, an unexpected development.
Indeed.
You reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and tried to execute him. You made a choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. I don't think it's a good thing when he's not talking.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would have thrown a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution mechanism. Alter ego! You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come out. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now there's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be violating of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened explodes, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well,
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, excuse me? No, I can't. Don't say it like that!
What is this? A comedy routine? To make such a bold claim without a shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I don't have it any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find something.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only one absolute truth.
boom, boom.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
She's a detective.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. I did want to kind of run. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by despair by the despair you love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're making it all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. Do you want to earn our despair fair and square?
that's what we have to do.
Then I suggest you take my advice.
Dang. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this will be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? Everybody watching? He doesn't want his ratings to go down. They'll probably just execute me without another word. I mean, who would pass up an opportunity like this? The biggest showdown between the mastermind themselves and the last survivors? You can't write better TV.
Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed.
Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you're suggesting might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
Oh no. Just execute me now.
in other words,
You mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, it'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms.
Just end it now, Monokuma.
Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grizzly showdown!
Agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
This is worse than the executions. All the mysteries?
That's right. Every last mystery that paws around this school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
Make it stop.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all that,
Well, I'll face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we uncover every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, then a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that. For sure. So what?
hey,
Just want to confirm that That is what you said, right? And it's a true statement?
Don't you have to be, you don't have to be so suspicious. I said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. Having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that.
Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's a part of the regulations? Which would have meant that whoever killed Mukuro...
It's very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyways, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. The only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
So wait, the mastermind's then one of... would have to be one of us. If Mukuro is really dead, then the mastermind has to be one of us. What?
Listen,
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go all quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry!
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad?
whew,
He seems emotionally unstable. You're just realizing this now?
Hey!
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyways. These are getting ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Yeah, let's leave him to his weird thing. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walk away. Just like that, we were out of the gym. Can barely believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out better than expected. Once again, I was in Kirigiri's debt. Kirigiri, thank you for everything. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, that's true.
whew,
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my propose. What? But honestly, why would the Mastermind agree to that? I mean, they didn't start to gain... They don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they? Good TV.
so,
They had no choice but to accept it. Huh?
because,
It's all because of that one moment that the Mastermind let their guard down, like I said. So, when was it when the Mastermind let their guard down?
so,
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the Mastermind said? He said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they definitely said it. That.
listen,
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is exactly difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it. Yeah, that's definitely worrisome.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason? It wasn't just for fun or despair.
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. Oh, it is gonna be for despair, isn't it? He wants to show the world's bright hopes being brought to despair, and hopefully that will bring the whole world to despair. They want to show the world.
it would seem
The mastermind had been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all the rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, no one would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain You're talking about Hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent Hope, to kill each other and sink into it's to show, to try and cause the whole world to fall into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope. But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would do. Yeah. The mastermind has a few screws loose. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really the only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto,
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the masterminds revealing their weakness. What?
in other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be particular that this is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, a one-sided slaughter. True.
at the very least,
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. I'm with you so far. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill us themselves?
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. But wait, the mastermind tried to kill Makoto. No matter how many they may hate, no matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of the regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they can't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they're trying to use the class trial, following all their proper rules, to kill me. But they made a mistake. They tried to kill Makoto to set her up, but that failed. They began the class trial that didn't have a right answer, then make me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also is not the killer. And when the fact was exposed on live TV to the entire world outside, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in a perfect form.
In other words,
Would only do the mastermind harm to have shown that they violate their own regular. Yep, I see. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got the chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. She is the ultimate detective. I didn't have a single clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning, especially words. I was making a bet,
Whew.
but it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh and I took a small sigh of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and proceedings, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I showed my unease, that would have made you even more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right.
However,
It's okay, Makoto. Anyways, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earned another chance to fight. We have to win this time,
correct.
or everything we've gone through will be for nothing. You're right. We can't defeat the mastermind. It'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the other. Yeah, we should probably tell them what's going on. True, but how do we know who's our enemy, our real enemy is? All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone?
however,
Is it really simple? Is it really possible? Huh? Anyways, right now, we need to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in their dorms somewhere. Shall we go? Yeah, let's go.
Let's go find him.
Who's the closest door? Byakuya! Is Byakuya's room? Is he inside?
Hey,
I don't think he'll come. Come on, we need to keep looking. Alright. Toko!
Is she inside?
hey,
I don't think she's coming. We need to keep looking. Where is... Okay, Hina will definitely answer the door.
hey,
Don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Where is everybody? Hero! And Hero's not here. Where? In the cafeteria? Let's go look in the cafeteria then. If they're not here, I have no idea where they'll be. And suddenly we're greeted with shock that good you again?
Keep that so shoot 13 or 103.2.1.2.55.
Is he broken? Suppose his emotional instability has reached its limit. Jeez, what was that?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. Couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. I think Monokuma was going through it. Huh?
is that
Hey!
Makoto?
Hey guys, I'm alive!
You guys!
Hey, even Toko's happy to see me. And maybe Byakuya.
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Yep, it's me.
You survived?
I did.
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm gonna look over that and take it as a compliment. Happy for now.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
I'm allowed to smack him, right? Like, that should be, if anytime Hero asks if any of us are ghosts, we just smack him. Everyone's there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their face, I couldn't help myself. I started tearing up. Aww! Happy reunions! He agreed.
What?
Wait, what's that smell? Oh, yeah. I've been in the trash.
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Okay, I don't think it's that bad. Wait, shoot, shoot. And in a flash, the tears drew right up. How are all of you guys doing? So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial's over, we'd get access to a new place again. And no dice, all the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there wasn't any new areas. Then where are we gonna find some new clues? That's what I want to know. Hi Byakuya. I still can't believe you survived. Yeah. I got luck for something, right? Yeah, me neither. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was Alter Ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it's a learning experience for you. Okay.
Yo!
Makoto! What's it like hanging out in the spirit world? Please let me smack him. I didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cho? No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit. I have no idea what he's talking about. I mean, who even is that? You stink. Are you rotten?
I'm telling you!
Why did I even talk to you? Sorry. I was rolling uncovered for a while. Smell. Nope. We're done talking with you. We're done talking with you.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? So, we're gonna have another class trial where we have to solve all the mysteries in the school, and if we can't do that, we all die. Should be easy, right?
But it's okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's okay.
It's true.
That's related to what we have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. The last class trial?
In other words,
Easy peasy, exactly. We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? Do you really believe that Makoto managed to do all of that? I said this at the last trial. I love Makoto, but there's no way he came up with all that. No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer. And of course, it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, this is all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was an elaborate trap conceived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he did this time. Yes, I totally saw the trap in time. I totally did. And I totally did not spring the trap. At all.
However,
But his decision meant he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap. Did you, Makoto? Yes. I 100% did. You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation against the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain an advantage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. You said now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here! When are you not? For everyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kirigiri to explain it later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now? We've gotta find clues somewhere.
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? But there is more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You're probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh,
Everyone!
no!
So, I have a plan for this trial. We get duct tape and we duct tape Hero's mouth closed. Everybody agree? Good.
I hate
Hey,
you.
who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Byakuya is gonna head straight to court to get a restraining order. Anyways, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I say. But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school mysteries, it's a pretty tall order. Maybe, but this time the trial will be different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we all work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all the mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. But friendship! Friendship is power! And friendship literally saved me! My friendship with Alter Ego! Kirigiri! Huh? I can't agree with working together with everyone. Why? You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries. I agree with Makoto.
Indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. She's thinking it's one of us 5. But my theory is that the body that was used I don't think it was killed during that. It's one of our old classmates' body, and that Mukuro is still alive. Think about it. It's the perfect way to us to stop suspecting her. Is if we believe she's dead. So she used. I'm pretty sure I know who she used, but I want to find proof before I say. She did like a fake tattoo or something. Or maybe there's some way to do a tattoo here somewhere, I don't know. And then she set up a body to make it look like she was the one who died, so that we wouldn't suspect her. That means all of us are in the clear. Hint?
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough with the puns. Anyways, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. The only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kirigiri's option is perfectly reasonable.
Huh?
Huh? But why?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kirigiri says, then the mastermind would have to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma probably murdered Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only ones who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... Yep, I saw what I needed to see. I'm pretty sure they used Junko's body as the substitute because of those boots. I knew I recognized the boots. And Celeste doesn't wear boots, so those were the only 2 females I thought it was one of them, but since Celeste wears the shoes and not boots, I'm pretty sure they used Junko's body as a that explains the old injuries too. Because of how Monokuma killed Junko. I get it. I'm gonna say this is gonna be it. Probably gonna be wrong, but it makes sense to me. There were 15 of us in the main hall at the beginning. And Mukuro... and you got 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
And of those 16 people, we started out with the only one still alive. So long as it makes sense. It makes somewhat... I think it makes sense. And the only... yeah, we're the only ones alive. Other people standing here, right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? See, I don't think the Mastermind would join in with the rest of us because there's a chance that they could get killed. There's also how would they been controlling Monokuma this entire time? I don't think he's been on autopilot because we confirmed that the Mastermind can't watch the screens and control Monokuma at the same time. You're saying the Mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The Mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the Mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was activated? Yeah, there we go.
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are. You'd have to be like the ultimate ninja. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
Then maybe Monokuma's on autopilot. Maybe they loaded all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely possible if they directed the flow of conversation. Well, maybe, but unless Monokuma is an AI. But we've seen the only one who could make that kind of AI was Chihiro. And Chihiro's definitely dead.
This is a school announcement.
Yep.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but
Oh, he's finally over his little tantrum or whatever that was.
at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Ooh.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
No more lactose.
hmm?
How very magnificent of him to unlock all the doors.
That's fine.
The time his talk is done. Now we begin our investigation. But I was planning to work alone from the beginning anyways.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can only rely on myself, on the Tagami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, he didn't take me with him. Toko, if he gets out of here, he is going to get the biggest restraining order. You're not going to be able to be in the same city as him after this game.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without cream or coffee. You're totally useless. So bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kirigiri?
Indeed.
That's right. What about me? me! You can trust me, right?
Hmm.
Which leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go, no! We need to work with friendship!
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my total awesome spirit powers to figure out who the mastermind's identity. We're doomed. Ina! Ina, can you be my friend? Everyone's leaving.
Aw.
Everyone's really going off. No, we can go. We can investigate together. What about you, Ina? No! No, I want to be friends.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up till now, I haven't really been all like, no, you've been extremely useful. You've been extremely useful, Hina. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died.
Huh?
Makoto. It's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I'm mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna head off all on my own. Okay, see you later. With friendship. Hina was in surprising high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. Once again, and it's just us two.
Indeed.
Just the two of us. Indeed. So, are we still friends? Can you trust me? So you're going off on your own too, right, Kirigiri?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we still can't. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness Makoto definitely needs your help. And I guess so do I. Now I can admit that I need Kirigiri's help. She's been very much helpful in the last trials.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigations doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as splitting up and covering more ground. Yeah, we'll just think of it as the Scooby-Doo gang. Hero is... I was gonna say that Hero was Scooby, but no. Scooby's much better than Hero. So Hero would be Shaggy. Kirigiri would be Velma. Hina would be Daphne. Would Byakuya be Fred? Byakuya, I guess, would be Fred. And then Makoto would probably be the dog. Makoto would be Scooby. Wait, what would Toko be? Toko would be... I don't know. I was gonna say Scrappy, but I wouldn't do that to Toko. And then we have to get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, we better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny of the school. Yes. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kirigiri was gone, leaving me alone. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. To prove the mastermind isn't one of us. I'm right with you, Makoto. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. Investigation time. I guess I should start taking a look at the Monokuma. Yeah. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. There was, however, death before the blast. The victim was stabbed. Yeah, we know that happened after death as well. Stuck in head with a pipe. That was several days old. Or, yeah, that's what makes me think it's Jacob. Once we find out who killed Makurui Kusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were unlocked up till now. The headmaster room, the biolab, the door to the data center with Makuro's face on it. Oh, and the second from the dorms with the gate was down before. Should be open now, right? After that, I'll double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check.